Welcome everyone to Statistics 243Z at Chemeketa Community College. My name is Peter Banworth Carrillo. I'll be your instructor. I'm making this video to give you an overview of what our Canvas page looks like, as well as some other important resources for the course. This video will serve for both my in-person and my online courses, so I'll try to note when things are different, but just about everything is the same from each type of course. So here we are in the homepage. I try to keep everything that you'll need for this course on the homepage. And you can always find it at home or modules. If you're in an online course, you may find the discussions tab useful. In the discussions tab, you can ask questions. Let's take a look. You can ask general questions, questions about MyOpenMath, homework, lab, and quiz questions. If you're in an in-person class, just ask me during class. And you can also always send me an email. I'll occasionally be sending announcements, so make sure your announcement notifications are set to where you get, you should see a green bell, so you'll get an email when I send an announcement out. And the grades, so you can keep track of your grades. Obviously, I can't click on that and show all of you everyone's grades. So here we are on the homepage. I lay out my homepage with some information at the top, and then everything goes week by week. So we'll take a look at a week one, for example, in a minute. Let's start with the course information. This has the basic information that you need to navigate the course. This link right here is for the video that you're currently watching. There's a link to the syllabus, so let me pull that up. The CRN may change as well as the term and year, because I'll probably reuse this video, as well as the meeting times and class location. So make sure that you look at your actual syllabus and not just look at this video. And then it's got the basic information. I'm going to invite you to read through it carefully. There's my email address. One thing about the textbook, so there is a physical textbook called Essential Statistics by Sheeny Baymard. That is for purchase at the Chemeketa bookstore. Or you are completely welcome to use Introductory Statistics, which is a free online textbook. And I have a link for it right here, alternate textbook. It doesn't necessarily match all the homework chapters, but I will orient you in the homework where you need to see. So you're welcome to use this. It's free and it's online. If you prefer a physical textbook, you can buy the physical textbook. When I have office hours, which I won't have scheduled office hours during the summer, but during the other terms, I have scheduled office hours. There's a link. If you need to schedule office hours with me and we meet remotely, you will be using the Zoom link. If you're in an online class and you need to schedule your in-person quizzes, you click the Chemeketa Math Hub link, which will take you to a page where you can book a 2-hour exam. There's the alternate textbook, and I have posted all my lecture notes from a previous iteration of this course in a Google Drive folder. And so you can see all the lecture notes that cover the course material. That way, if you miss a day or if you're an online student, especially, you can see the physically written lecture notes. Okay. That's the course information tab. Then there's an online resources tab. In this class, we use an online statistical software package called RStudio. You will get to do actual statistics using real data and actual coding that you will copy and paste. You won't have to write your own code using the same equipment, the same apps that professional statisticians use. There is a Posit Cloud orientation video, which I will rename. I'm going to rename that right now. I'm going to call it RStudio orientation video. And I'll just move that to the top. RStudio orientation video to show you how to open RStudio the first time. So I won't go through any of this now. There's an external link for ethical guidelines for statistical practice put out by the American Statistical Association. And there's a couple of online apps that will be useful in when we cover the material in the given weeks. So I won't go through these now, but here they are. This class uses some data, and if you ever need to link to the data, you can find the data sets here. Okay, that's the basic orientation for the 3 initial modules. Now we get into the week to week. This course during the summer is an 8-week course. During fall, winter, and spring, it's a 10-week course, so the layout would look a little bit different in terms of the specifics, but it all goes week by week, whether you're watching for summer term or watching for another term. And the main difference between an in-person class and an online class is an in-person class, we meet twice per week. So I have a day 1 and a day 2. And an online class, you're responsible for keeping up with learning on your own. So you can do everything on day 1. You can spread it out across the week, however you want. So each week will be laid out with 2 days. The assignments that you are ready to complete will be posted under the given days, or at least that you are ready to start. Any supplemental links will be posted. And then there will always be a learning materials section, which has videos for all my lectures. This one we don't need anymore. I'll have videos for all my lectures from a previous iteration of the course, some required or optional reading. And then here I remind you that you can find the lecture notes in the course information module. Week 2, similar, right? Laid out day by day and learning materials. And so it goes for the whole term. This course has in-person quizzes. Whether you're in an in-person section or an online section, you're required to take your quizzes in person. So for example, in the summer class, quiz 1 is given on day 2 of week 5. And for online students, you can take the quiz any day during week 5. And just a reminder, for online course students, you need to click on the Chemeketa Math Hub link and schedule yourself a 2-hour in-person exam. That covers everything I really need to get through for this course introduction overview. Let me talk about first assignments that are coming up for the week. Whether you're in person or online, you need to take a syllabus quiz. So I expect you to have read the syllabus and demonstrate to me that you know some of the really important information. By the end of the second day of our in-person class, you will be ready to start homework 1, which is due a little over a week after it's assigned, and lab 1. Homeworks are due on your own time using MyOpenMath. Let me click here and show you what it looks like. I haven't updated the days, so it might say it's not linked. Okay. I still have to go through and update all the due dates for the homework, but just to give you an idea of what MyOpenMath homework looks like, it's a set of questions. They might be multiple choice. Some of them are a free answer. This question is a lot of multiple choice. Here are some matching questions. And after you answer a question, you just click submit. If you get the question wrong, it'll give you an X. If you get the question right, it'll give you a green check and it'll update the gradebook automatically. If you run out of attempts, you can get a similar question and try it again. So those are the online homeworks. Those homeworks are worth 20% of your total grade. And there's roughly 1 a week. There are also 4 labs. Online students will complete the labs on their own. In-person students will complete the labs during class. And as I said, the RStudio orientation video goes into this in a little bit more depth and my in-class students will get started in class. So there are 4 labs due roughly every 2 weeks. And that's all I can think of. Just a reminder, if you have questions, talk to me in class or post a question in the discussion. If you're an online student, you can always email me. My email, I've just added here. So you have that in Canvas. You can always email me if you have questions. And it'll be a pleasure to have you in class. Thanks for watching this video.